I'm the fact that when women express how they feel about certain situations when it comes to transgender community, they label us as transphobic. What I heard was number one, she sat there and said that
well, she started off bad. She started off bad already.
She started off bad.
She did.
And
it's just like there was no reason in God's green earth for you to say that all y'all are ugly. Most of you are ugly. And I'm just like,
what?
Where did that? Like, why are you saying that?
I gotta break this down. So the first thing you said was it was nothing but women that were commenting on your comments because you weren't letting men know that you were trans.
And they were calling you out for that.
But
rightfully
you said
so. And rightfully so.
We were transphobic and haters because there wasn't no men under the comments. It was only women. Well, I'm going to let you know, ain't no men under the comments because clearly I'm not saying all men that like transgendered women. I'm just saying most men that like transgendered women are DL. They're not comfortable liking the same sex.
Yeah, to the public. Yes,
to the public.
Definitely to
so
the public.
So they would prefer to have someone that resembles a woman, but they can still kind of be homosexual. Not saying all men that like transgender, and not saying just because you're transgender don't mean you're woman, whatever. I'm just saying what men like, okay? And why men tend to go with transgendered women.
They like the transgender women.
They are homosexual, but they are not comfortable being that in public. So they like a transgendered woman.
No,
they're not going to be under your comments vouching for you because they're in hiding and not saying we're cool with that. Number two, I don't know where's all the smoke when it comes to transgendered women and women, black women, because we are not the ones that unalive you. We are not the ones that don't accept you in our community. As black women in our community, we were the only ones that accepted y'all and enrolled for y'all. All transgendered murders are committed by men.
Yep.
None has never been done by women.
Nope.
What women don't like is the disrespect. I'm going to let you know this right now. I am not cool with the cis woman. A woman, transgender. I am cool with that identity because that was my name. I don't think you...
Woman, transgender woman.
I don't think you get the right to relabel me.
Yeah, they're not relabeling you. And the thing about it is, I don't...
Now, what you may call us in your community or whatever, but no, I prefer woman. I prefer that label. Like, if you prefer the label as she, he, them, or they. Can you understand? I prefer the label as woman, not cis woman, but woman.
But she and her.
She and her. That's it.
She and her.
That's it.
And it was like... And
we have never been against your community. We are the ones that ride for your rights. We have never harmed y'all. But it seems like it's always an animosity towards the women, black women, instead of putting it where it actually belongs. Y'all coming at men.
Right.
Now, the disrespect with the cis woman. Two, the disrespect on actually being a woman. To sit there and say that our private part is the only thing that makes a woman, and that is not the case. That's another disrespectful remark. That is not what makes a woman a woman. The fact that we can reproduce, we have that feminine nature, we have that nurturing nature. It's way more to us to being a woman than what you think. But all these things come from a male's point of view of what a woman is and a woman's worth. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem, that you say you are women, but you still give that matriarchy type of attitude when it comes to us.
Patriarchal. Yeah.
Oh, well, because they're men.
Yeah.
So the man,
They have some of them, and I agree. And it's like,
and that's our problem. That even though y'all say y'all women, y'all still address us and consider yourself above us as in a man-based society, and we have a problem with that.
My thing is just that.
Number two.
Hold up. Okay.
Number three, because it's number three. Number three, y'all always say that we get our look from you. When in reality, I know you wasn't sitting there in the man's closet getting dresses. I know you wasn't wearing men's heels. You get it from your mommies, your aunties, and your cousins.
And your sisters.
You get it from women.
Yep.
Now, what I can give to you, what I can say that women have adopted from you, plastic surgery. Mm-hmm. Plastic surgery.
Amen.
Yes, we have adopted y'all. Y'all have built your bodies, and we wanted to be similar like that, because not only we did think men like that, but we didn't understand what men really like. A lot of men are homosexual, and that's why they went after that. We adopted that, and what we didn't understand is the health risks. I was sitting there doing a research and women's studies, and I did my paper on plastic surgery. What I found out was initially, most transgendered women were the ones that was into plastic surgery.
Makes sense.
And they have less side effects than us. This is why men have testosterone. Women, the reason why women get more side effects when it comes to plastic surgery is because of our bodies and the hormone. Our body, the woman body, is just made to reproduce. It constantly goes into the cycle of reproduction. When it doesn't, the period comes, it goes back into reproduction. Our body is a vessel to carry kids. Our body also is more likely to reject foreign objects because it's not conducive to the fetus.
And to the whole, and just into your whole system in general.
And so, when it came down to plastic surgery, we kind of followed that trend on y'all lead. Yes, we did. But it is actually dangerous for us because of how the woman's anatomy is. And it is not healthy. But the plastic surgery that y'all started and created was to form yourself to look like us. You didn't want to look like a man. You were resembling that. You want to portray your internal on your outside. I get it. I'm not against that.
Yeah.
But you do not have to attack me while you're changing yourself because you're not happy how you were born. Sis, as a woman, especially black woman, I'm brought into this. I can't change who I am. And I don't need criticized from men and then being criticized from transgender on top of that when we are the only ones that rock with you, boo. We don't hate on you. We are friends. My best friend is bisexual. I get along with homosexuals. It is us women that embrace you. It is those men that are not comfortable with themselves and what they like that oust you. And you feel like a lot of hate coming from us. It's not hate. We are looking at it as disrespect, and I'm going to be real, and I don't mean to offend. I feel like it's a man disrespecting a woman. Tend to what y'all always do. It's once again a man taking over a woman, telling her she's not a woman, you're a cis. It's a man sitting here saying that all you is a private part and a period. Ain't nothing to you.
That I have a problem with.
I feel like on my everyday, with how patriarchy works, that is just another man
telling me what to do.
Excuse my French, telling me what to do, but now you want to seem like you look like me and you my friend. And that's where the problem is that y'all don't understand that.
Right.
We was never against y'all. We was y'all woes.
Right.
But once again, you want to be above us, not with us, and you once again showing your superiority and putting your place over our place, we have a problem.
Understood. So this is my thing, especially when it comes to videos like this, the videos that we just saw. I have a problem. I don't have a problem with trans women or trans people in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm not I'm not attracted to trans people. And one of the things that I realize when it comes to these videos is that there are a certain vein of trans women that are not honest about their true identity, as far as, you know, saying that they're trans and sharing it with the men that they date. For me, it's a disconnect. I'm not saying that there's not trans. I'm not saying that there's not trans women that don't share who they are and everything else. Because the thing about it with trans women, just like with women everywhere in general, there's all these different identities with these trans women. They come in all different shapes and sizes. They do. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of there's a lot of individuals there. It's a small group of people.
Yeah.
In general, small group of people in the United States of America. And the thing about it is, they all don't agree with each other on certain things of the things that they're doing. And most of it is, you know, an individual, individualized of how they're feeling and how they're dealing with when it comes to biological women. Mm-hmm. I have a problem not with trans women. I have a problem with this particular trans woman.
Yes.
I have a problem with her and her thinking.
Yes.
Because I find it, number one, dishonest.
Yes.
It's because it's simple. Definitely. And the reason is because I know I've heard of trans women that don't reveal or don't share. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't share this with the men that they date. And the thing is, I have a big problem with that, because you're not giving this man to choose about who you are.
I completely agree.
And one more thing. Yeah. And the thing that I was like, you're not only giving him the choice to choose, but you're also in turn making it more difficult for an already marginalized group of people, because there's a bunch of other trans women who will be like, bitch, you're doing what? That's going to get you killed quicker. A lot of them say this thinking will get you killed.
Yeah.
That's by
men, not by black women.
Yeah, by men, by black men, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
And so when I was just like, and when I see things like this from this woman, this doesn't, like, from this trans woman, this doesn't, like, this makes me upset. Mm-hmm. For the main reason, it's just like, you have a problem. Not to mention, there's a certain kind of man that you're looking for, so you lied to try to get him. So it's just like, you know, mm-hmm. And it's just like, using your feminine wiles for whatever it is that you need. Very primitive female thing to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it, not hating on it, but just saying what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just like, and I'm not hating on it. I get it. Cool. However, I was just like, it's very dishonest, because a lot of the men that are trans attracted, are usually, they know who it is they're trying to go and date.
Exactly.
Because with these trans women, they can't go out and just meet men or go out and do whatever. Yeah. They got to be chosen by these men. Just, just like women in general.
So a deception is so you can be chosen.
Yeah, exactly. So you use that deception because maybe you're passing. Maybe you're a trans woman that comes from a place where you can get the surgery easily. There's some trans women that have who completely refuse any type of plastic surgery. Yeah. And they're just like, no, I'm just gonna do the hormones and just go back and
or just be themselves in the skin they in.
Correct. And still do the things that they do.
Not everybody agrees with surgery.
Exactly.
Augmentation of their body. I have to let people really believe that. We're in a culture where that is acceptable and that is okay because it is your choice. But not everybody agrees with that. Like pressuring women and people to get that because, like I said, especially pressuring women to get surgery and how our body works is the wrong type of thing you want to put. And even as far as a transgender, pressuring them to look a certain way and not be
you know what,
in their own skin, it's the wrong kind of thinking.
It is.
Because it's not healthy. Surgery is not a healthy thing to be promoting. It's like saying, hey, try crack. Maybe you'll be a crackhead, maybe you won't. Like, no, that's not cool. I'm not hating on you because you want to do it, but don't make it seem like because I don't do it, that is something wrong with me, because I don't believe in body modifications.
No.
Because my body works it has a certain system, certain flow, and it works in a certain way, and I don't want to put any inanimable objects in myself, and that is okay, but don't make me feel some kind of way because I won't, or make it seem like my natural body, my stretch marks, my teeth, everything is not okay when it's actually something that is how I'm born.
Correct.
Now, back to the dating. Why I don't agree with a transgender woman not letting a male know what they are.
Exactly.
And I'm gonna bring this back down to even connected with STDs, so y'all can see how serious this is. When you're dating, right? What is the purpose of you dating? Just answer the questions and I'll get to the point. What is the purpose of you dating?
To get to know this person.
So you want to get to know this person. So you think by starting off tricking this person, not letting them know who you truly are, will be a way for y'all to start a date in a relationship. Not saying if you have to disclose or not. We're not looking at none of that. We're just talking about two individuals that want to date. I'm here to date. It's not a fling. It's not a da-da-da. We're here to date. I want to get to know you. You get to know me. We want to build. So if I'm not honest from the beginning, do you expect this person to want to continue on with this relationship, and you can't even be honest from the get-go? And that's the problem. Y'all are dating. Y'all want relationships. Y'all are looking for love like everybody else. And you think it's okay not to disclose? It's not.
No,
you have to be upfront in the beginning, especially now, so we can know what we're getting ourselves into, so I'm not wasting my time. Now, you on some other stuff about your paper only for platonic, whatever, do you. But if you're sitting there dating an individual and y'all looking for something more, you got to be honest, and it doesn't matter. If you're transgender, it doesn't matter if you have STDs, because some people will say, why I'm going to disclose.
Within the relationship. Just be honest.
Yes. Why I'm going to disclose on the first date. Totally. You're going to disclose on the first date if you're planning on a relationship with this individual. Because don't let me get to liking you and start feeling this, and then you put it on me. That's assumption. Like, come on now. I didn't like you. I like what I thought and perceived of you. Mm-hmm. That is the problem. Get that through your head. When you deceive people like that, they get to love who they think you are and not who you are. Exactly. So when it comes to dating, no matter what sex, sexuality, gender, you have to be honest from the get-go so y'all can form a relationship. So I know what I'm giving. You have to give a person a choice. And when you do things like that, you're being deceptive. And then you want to sit there and say, well, you was feeling me. What's the problem now? Bitch, you lied. You lied. If you lied in the beginning, I don't want your ass in the end. You lied. It's not about what you lied about. It's you lied. That is the problem with people. Y'all don't think of it as just common. Y'all want to put all this other shit into it. We just started, right?
Yeah.
And you lied to me.
Yep, already.
You could have let me know, like, sis, I'm undetectable. I rocks with you. If I rocks with you, I already know that. You gave me a choice. I'm into polygamy. Okay. Do I want to be a sister wife? No. Oh, I'm transgendered. I was born a woman. Oh, okay. So I got that. If I want to do that, I can do that. I know. If I don't, like, good wishes, sis. At the end of the day, you're upfront about everything because you want to build a relationship.
Yep.
See, what y'all want is y'all just want somebody. Or y'all want somebody loving on you, somebody sleeping with you, somebody paying for you.
Yep.
Taking care of you, and you don't want the relationship. And that's where the deception is, because you don't care about nothing else. You just want what you want. But when it comes to a fucking relationship and building with an individual, they need to know upfront what you got, because the first months are going to always be the greatest. But you need to last past that. So the question is, what are your intentions with these men? And that's why you're either upfront or deceptional. Mm-hmm. And it ain't got nothing to do with me, boo. All that has to do with you. Has to do with you accepting who you were born as, but who you feel you should be. Have to be an accepted, messing with men and they don't accept you. That has everything to do with you, not us. Because I'm going to let you know right now, we ain't your enemy. Boo, they don't want me either. And I'm not jealous if they go to you. They go to everybody else. It ain't nothing new. You got to understand. Stop blaming black women. They don't come here. They go to everybody else. It ain't nothing new. We ain't hating. They go to everybody else. You're just an add-on attraction, okay? It ain't me. I have accepted that. I have moved on, and that's why we strong, smart, make our own money, do our own thing. We got it. Men are going to do what men do. But if you're messing with men, understand what you're dealing with and stop playing with them.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with that.
Stop playing with them.
Because
men kill.
They do.
Men kill. Women do self-defense. Men kill. It ain't us that don't like you. It ain't us that's not accepting you. They prefer to be with you behind closed doors. In the dark, it's not me, boo. I be out drinking with you, chilling with you, partying with you. Stop blaming me. If you got a problem with how you being treated, you need to call out men. Mm-hmm. But stop using patriarchy and the same mannerisms against women.
Exactly.
Because now, well, we look at you as just a sublet of a man.
All for your selfish gain.
All for you. It ain't nothing to do with us.
So
we don't make the laws. We don't do none of that, boo.
So when you brought up the men that they're with. Now there's also we let's talk about the men real quick. The men that go for them. And the thing about it is, it's just like the men who have the most influence, who are financially stable, have their shit together, right? It's like they have a reputation, that have a certain image that they need to uphold. Those usually know they always go for the passing ones, the ones that you'd be like, bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? The ones you see like, bitch, what? Like,
and that's why they get the surgery, so they can look.
Yeah. So, and it was just like, and some of them get.
But it's also they want to be the woman they actually are.
Exactly. But but this is the other thing. They could now. There's trans women, and I've heard, and it's like, I know a passing trans woman back in Atlanta, who, and she, and she kind of goes through the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And the only surgery she's had is boobs.
Some won't go for the bottom surgery. Some won't. It's just like,
a lot of them don't.
Yeah. Like,
to be honest with you, a lot of them
once
don't.
Again, I don't feel like surgery is healthy. Like,
it's a lot. The bottom surgery is a lot for
exactly.
for a trans woman.
Be yourself in the skin you're in. I gotta be myself in the black woman skin I am. Like,
it's a lot.
And I don't believe that people should be putting themselves through it. If that's what you want, then go ahead. But you don't have to. I accept you. The world does not.
But these men who have this influence, have this money, they will go ahead, you know what I'm saying, and be with a passing trans woman, okay? And they will go ahead, they'll fund the surgeries, have a place for them to live and everything else. The man already knows that this woman is trans, correct? Now listen, this is the thing. The men who they will get with the man, they will get with this man, and they were like, oh good, I'm gonna have this a whole relationship, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And then the man will be like, well, I'm not ready. I was just like, I'm not doing it that way, so I'm gonna keep you in the background. And so
I think
it's a lot. And this is the thing, I'm not diminishing anything. It was like anything that you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's just many sides. There's many
man and the male.
Yeah.
I think men do like power, and the only way
we're addicted to it.
The only way men get power, not from women, they get it from other men. So now think away the way our society is. I think these men actually do like transgendered women. And they'll go ahead and pay for her to get the upgrades. Some will actually allow them to keep the bottom because they are really into that part.
They like it.
But they want them to look like women, not because that's what they prefer, but so they can still be seen as powerful in the male society, because men look down on other men that are homosexual and who like transgender. So if you want to keep a certain power, you may, just like black women. White men love black women. Yep. But they will never marry a black woman, because if they're in a certain position and to retain this power, they can't be seen with her. So they'll keep her in the background. And that's the same as transgender. That's why we relate. Y'all are in the background, and it's not because of us. It's because of men and their power and their structure.
Right. And the thing about it is, with a lot of
powerful men and a certain prestige cannot be seen a certain way, regardless of what you like sexually. And it's wrong. I mean, to be honest, the way we think is very childish. We're not superior creatures. If we sit there and base everything off of a sexuality and gender. But this is how men with power and money, because money equals power. That's all. Money equals power. Nothing else in this world. Now, I'm not saying that that's all that matters, because internal happiness is what matters. But by our society and the world standards, money equals power, and men with power and money have to maintain a certain image. That's why a lot of these high-value men have families and wives, because you're seen with your money, a certain status, because you're married with a wife, knowing damn well they got girlfriends and all this other stuff. It's not that. It's how they perceive. They do what they do on the background, but it's how you perceive. Now, if you comfortable with being on the background, that's you. And I think that is the problem that we all are dealing with.
Yep.
And eventually, if you're with somebody and you're loving somebody, you refuse to be in the background and you want to be known. But calling out women for this issue that you're experiencing because you're not being seen by men, because we see you, boo. Because we're not seen by men. Nobody is seen by that powerful man. And that's what goes back to, unfortunately, I hate to admit it, but the only way black women are going to be able to progress in this world is by a black man, because we only respect men. And without the man, leading, and we beside, partner, not behind, will we be able to progress because of how the world is structured. But I am tired of everybody talking about black women this or women this and da-da-da-da. It is not us, bro. We don't make the laws. We don't kill you. We don't do this. We're not the ones that's not accepting you. None of that. We live in the same world with you. Y'all need to start calling out who's actually the problem. I need that. So y'all can start standing on who's actually causing the problems. But I told you time and time again, I'm tired of being attacked. Everything about me is wrong.
It's annoying.
Everything about me is wrong. And I'm like...
The conversation is annoying. It's played out. For me, it's played out.
I don't care.
No.
I'm a spiritual individual.
No, I'm not talking about
I'm
not talking about what you're talking about.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm a spiritual.
I'm talking about the fact that, like, I'm tired of the conversation of anybody in our community that's not a black woman sitting there was just like always blaming the black woman. And this is coming from a guy who has issues with the black women that are closest to
black
me.
Women.
Like the black women that are closest to me, my mother and grandmother. Okay?
Exactly.
And I have a problem with it because I know I'm in a place where I'm in this place where I've never sat there and like verbally felt, oh, black women fucking with me.
Yeah.
You know why? And you know why I've never felt that way?
Yeah.
The reason I've never felt that way is because of the simple fact, no matter how flawed, and they are flawed.
Everybody is flawed.
Yeah, it's flawed.
We're clearly all are flawed.
We're all flawed.
In a way of thinking.
Yeah. But no matter how flawed my mother and grandmother are, I still have learned things from them that I still carry with me to this day. And it helps me all the way.
Yeah.
How they carry themselves.
Yeah.
They never really said anything so much verbally to me for doing things.
It's what they showed you.
It's what they showed. It's the actions that they took.
Yeah, I agree.
It's also it's the things it's not the things they've said. Now because they've said hurtful things. They have said hurtful things to me. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things they can't take back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's their actions.
It's their actions because words are words. I pay attention more to action. I do. As verbose as I am.
Yeah.
Trust me, I still pay attention more to action. I know when somebody's being truthful with me because I'll cry. I'll know it.
I was gonna ask you that. I was like, did your perception of black women change from
Never.
Meeting me?
Never.
Never. No, meaning that you started to look into them in a positive light, but you already said you have always.
I've always looked at y'all in a positive light.
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I've already seen other examples.
Okay.
There was never a time.
Okay.
Never. Those two.
Yeah.
It's
complete.
That's my experience.
Yeah.
However, I can't group black women with their thinking with those two.
Yeah.
That's two black women in the millions of y'all around the motherfucking world.
And we already talked about motherhood and how
exactly
that has. And I completely agree with you. They're not too emotional and loving because they don't know how to portray that love because they may not have received that love. But as far
my grandmother never did.
Yeah.
And I know that.
And that's what I'm saying as black women. But we are nurturing and we do guide our children.
My grandmother guides.
I told you a long time ago, I never knew women hygiene and women issues because I was raised by my mother and what she taught me, and I have two mothers or whatever, and it wasn't until I got to college and I was around other women and I'm like, oh my gosh, so it's like, I can honestly say black women, with everything they have been through and them being raised the way they have, not lovingly, they have still been nurturers and have to this day guided me and taught me the things that I needed to know to successfully live my life as a black woman. And I wouldn't take that big. It was a little strict, a little harsh. I get it, because the disconnect that we have in our community and with our children. But one thing they have always made sure, regardless if they couldn't communicate and being loving and affectionate, they made sure that I had the tools.
Yep.
That if I needed to be in this damn world, how I'm gonna make it as a black woman.
Want to know
They never felt me on that. They made sure that, look, you a black woman.
Yep.
This is the world we live in.
Yep.
I'm giving you the tools. It wasn't loving, it wasn't hugs, it wasn't talks or whatever. I got every tool down to my hygiene.
Every tool that I have as a black man.
Every tool. Down to how I deal with men. My hygiene. My spirituality. Everything. That was taught by my black woman, and it wasn't saintly. It was watch how I move. And yeah, I didn't understand it. And I didn't understand the strictness and the non-emotional attachment. I understand it now because I understand what black women have been through. And I see it now, and I carry that same non-emotional attach to my seat, but still prepared to deal with anything this world encounters. Because I'm going to let you know this one right thing that I never realized. That yes, we need to be emotional, connected, but when it comes to black women in this world, for us to be able to function and deal with everything that we got to deal with, we do have to subtract our emotions, and that's what they taught me. Mm-hmm. And they knew it. Because they were same black girls that been through the same black thing. And I didn't understand it at that moment. But they prepared me for being black woman in America.
Hello.
And nothing else.
Hello.
And nothing else.
That's what they do.
I could have been soft and emotional, and I would have been in this world, and I would have been screwed because I had no idea what I was meeting and what was coming forth. But I did have that cold emotional heart, but I had that awareness that I was able to recognize what you was trying to do. My mama light skin. She let me know. First thing somebody gonna call me is black and ugly. What the world did. I was already prepared.
And she never for a second made you feel that way.
Never.
Not for a fucking second.
Hold on. Also,
I applaud her.
Also,
I applaud her for that.
Also, let me know. We have geniuses in our family. We're geniuses. Plain blank period. I'm a black genius. Black woman genius. You're going to have to understand how to move in this world. Because people are going to be inferior of your intelligence. Not only inferior intelligence, they see you in a certain status, in a certain class. So for you to show your smarts is very dangerous. I didn't understand it at that time, or what she was trying to teach me in that aspect, until I got older and I started to diminish myself for other individuals because I understood in certain environments that I couldn't be a black, dark woman with smarts. Like, it's just, I understand the way I was taught. I may have thought that I could have used more affection and compassion, but what I have realized, and I'm not going to damn them for it, this world ain't compassionate. This world ain't giving me affection. I'm still at 40 trying to find love. This world ain't giving me love. So if they would have gave me that, and I would have came out with this Cinderella princess Disney view of the world, would that have been more detrimental to me than how I was really raised? I was never going to be seen as a woman. They knew. And to this day, at my age, at 40, I'm still not seen as a woman. We got the dictionary version. I'm a cis woman now. That's in the dictionary. I'm that. Thank you, patriarchy. And you know what I mean by that. Thank you.